Hello everyone, this is Easter again, and welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem Heroes. Here we are, once again summoning, because that's all we do nowadays, Kappa. Going for Legendary Seliph here, because of course his remix is super solid, and I figure might as well sunk cost fallacy some orbs in, because I'm pretty sure he'll see a lot of use for quite a while. He won't necessarily be he won't be top of the meta forever. He's definitely shooting up in usage quite a bit because of his remix. But he definitely has a bunch of shenanigans from his remix that it'll age okay. Think Brave Seliph. He was fine for a while, and then stat creep happened, and here he is now. But ignoring that part, he'll be going for 2 copies. Of course, there is the sparking system. I completely forgot that was a thing for these Legendary Mythic Hero Remix banners, which is a big deal. So, worst comes to worst, we hit the spark, we only get 1 copy, end of story. Better case scenario, we get one super early, and then maybe we just keep going till spark. I don't quite know what we want to do there yet, though. We're gonna start out with this banner. Nothing we really want here. Probably just going to go green because we have pretty much everyone else, and I don't really feel like I need to get Ascended Young Tiki. So here we go. We're gonna try and get a green orb, but of course the game's not gonna give it to us. That's how it works. We'll go red for potential merge on Reagan, or if not, we can get first copy of Ascended Young Tiki. Instead, we get yet another dancer. Throwback to the last episode, am I right? We already have Olivia, but to be fair, she does have guidance if we just want to use her for fodder. So if Guidance 4 rolls around on a value banner, we're definitely probably going to spam out orbs for that, because we have a lot of flying units that could definitely use Guidance 4. We got Legendary Zero, we got Peony, we got Plumeria, we got, of course, Harmonized Catria, somehow meta relevant 2 years later because attacking more than once is kind of good. And so here we go. Great start. Fortunately, this hero check thing is here. It's such a simple but great addition to the banner. We'll go green because we have neither of those units. Fun facts. I'd much rather get Triandra because we're not really Gale Forcing a lot, but you know. With Bold Fighter Seal, you can definitely make a lot of armors more usable. Let's put it that way. And yeah, the other, I was about to summon green thinking we didn't get any red orbs, and here we are with the majority of the circle being red orbs. 10 out of 10. And just because I forgot, we should be speed running through animations, because I'm gonna be real. Every time we do mass summonings, we waste all that time. I think if we ever do stream our mega summons from here on out, we're definitely gonna be skipping animations because it just takes so long. Hey, look, we got Seliph, guys. Yeah, our particular Seliph that we built for our meme infantry pulse dark season defense, not very good. He's there purely for infantry pulse support. If you didn't figure that out already, just because his HP stat's insane. Especially considering he's a launch. Yeah, we get first copy of Legendary Seliph super early. That's always a win. Do we keep going or do we pack up and go? Depends on. He's got plus attack too. That's the only other stat you could consider is maybe HP for the memes. But honestly, well, we'll of course keep summoning here for this red orb. At least we're already in the circle. Sunk cost fallacy. We could keep going, get a guaranteed unit off the spark. It's kind of the sunk cost fallacy deal. It's like you're already summoning on the banner, so clearly you should keep summoning. But of course, if we do that, we'll once again get close to about 2,000 orbs, I want to say again, which still puts us in reasonable range to plus 10 any unit we feel like if a banner shows up and we want to plus 10 them. But yeah, I don't know. If we get to Spark and by that time we already get a second Seliph, we probably go for like Triandra, honestly, off the Spark, which is, in my opinion, pretty reasonable value. But this is mean. Well, we'll keep going. What the heck? The sunk cost fallacy. Because way back when, I was always like, we can always pick up these units later when they're on shared focus. We are just not getting red orbs now. Getting green orbs though, and that's the thing, I suppose. We don't always get green orbs, so. Yeah, that's the thing about sparking. If you're trying to plus 10 one of these units, the spark is infinitely useful because you're already going to be burning, most likely. If you're within the, what is like 99.9 whatever % of people who are trying to grab a ton of copies of a specific focus unit, yeah, you're probably going to you're probably going to get to the spark. So not needing to spend another who knows how many orbs to get one more copy of a unit, because we all know getting the last copy of a unit can be absolute pain. Yeah, that's a win. This is minus speed is not a win, but we do get a new unit and, well, not very much fodder for our purposes, but again, doesn't matter. Also didn't mention it in the moment, but we were fortunate that the game didn't meme us and pick out rearmed Ophelia instead. Of course, it's not how the game isn't like when you pull legendary Seliph, it's not like, oh, it was a 50-50 chance of being Seliph or rearmed Ophelia. The game specifically chose Seliph, so it's like if it wasn't Seliph, chances are it wasn't going to be rearmed Ophelia. The game would be more likely to pick something else. And then the orb color might be different if the unit color isn't red, and so you wouldn't have summoned that orb. But summoning is fantastic in this game. Well, okay, gotcha. I don't expect to get another Seliph, but if we do pick up another legendary Seliph before the Spark, then we'll probably just snipe green in hopes of trying to get a Triandra. Because of course, we don't have Triandra after all this time. She's going to be getting a remix soon too, but the main thing is just having that Mythic Dancer. Especially when she's on bonus, it's always pain for us. It doesn't matter too much, of course. Because if we're plonking for score, it kind of doesn't matter. But we do getting Triandra along the way, okay. I don't think we need to get more than one copy. But yeah, lots of dud red. Minus speed is of course terrible, but it's not like her fodder is amazing either anyways, so that is a win. We're not gonna bother summoning the other green. Best case scenario is legendary Edelgard, and for us that's not really a best case scenario anyways. Again, we don't do a player phase. Just get a Flora here. Sure, more Floras. I don't even remember what her refine does. That's about the extent. Another plus attack minus speed when we keep getting a lot of that particular IV whenever we summon Flora. It's probably our 4th copy or something ridiculous, but yeah. At this point, given we've gotten Triandra, is there anyone else we want to pull off Spark if we get a second legendary Seliph before Spark? It's an interesting question. Honestly, probably not. It would, if I'm collecting, it would be legendary Dimitri or it would just be legendary Dimitri or legendary Edelgard, because I don't really feel like going legendary Dimitri. Although who knows, maybe his remix would actually be good. For colorless, I mean, I guess we'll go colorless just because it's the only one. Again, it doesn't really matter. More times than not, we're not summoning the focus unit, but we pretty much summon or pick which color orb to summon pretty much just based off of the top end scenario because we don't really care about anything else. Since most of the time we aren't going to get the best scenario, but if we were going to, we might as well prepare for it. Because it's not gonna happen. Alright. Slowly creeping towards that spark. Looks like it's probably gonna end up being another legendary Seliph. I won't mind. The +1 merge is definitely super helpful, especially on tanks who want their stats. Especially HP. You can never have too much HP as a tank. Until a new unit gets released that scales their damage off of foes' max HP, which totally is 100% balanced, I'm just saying. I'm sure there's gonna be some unit in the game that has some ridiculous effect where they just essentially have the foe's HP, which in of itself is not that strong because that's not picking up a kill on that unit, but in certain scenarios that is incredibly broken. For now though, we don't have to worry about that at least, so that's a win. Getting close to that spark, chances are, again, statistically speaking, we were actually super fortunate to get that legendary Seliph early. I can't remember the exact statistics for this kind of banner, but I want to say it's worse than the legendary hero's banner somehow. Somehow it's worse. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be comparable, but I don't remember. Things are very jank and they gotcha. Doesn't look like we're gonna get another legendary Seliph, which is fine. We'll just go ahead and spark the second copy, and we've already gone plus attack, which is pretty much all you can ask for at this point. It's double dud colors for us here. Probably should be summoning blue if we're thinking of the more probable outcomes, which is getting a 3 or 4-star unit. Most of the time, for us, the 3 and 4-star blue pool is better than the colorless pool, so probably, you know, should actually be planning for the most likely scenario, but at this point it doesn't matter for us. Super close to the summon. Henry's given us multiple L's today. And, well, one painful red orb at a time. We're at 7.5. Of course, the other meme thing about the spark is you kind of go into the sunk cost fallacy zone, where it's like, if you get to the spark like we are with a pity rate, you're like, maybe we should break the pity rate. And, well, at this point, yeah, this is getting kind of jank. We're at 7.5, and, oh, we actually got a pretty hefty circle for spark. So that's cool. We'll just keep summoning the circle, of course. It's kind of fortunate that you don't have to pick your spark until you leave the summoning circle. We end up breaking our pity rate with rearmed Ophelia, so we don't burn too many more orbs past 40 summons, which is cool. Always a win. Double Kamui, which is quite interesting. And again here, if we want to summon the blue orb, it's purely for the memes, because we already have Alfred, and we haven't even bottered off for that. And then getting legendary Dimitri, which the only reason that we would ever go for that is for having him as a bonus unit, but if he's a bonus unit, we don't have him scoring enough to even stay in tier 21 when he's bonus. So yeah, we're just gonna leave. See ya. And yep, at this point we're just going to make sure we pick legendary Seliph, and there we have it. We'll let the animations play because we definitely don't know what we're going to be getting here. Oh man, we did it, folks. We got legendary Seliph. Alright, anyway. Jokes aside, we'll see how much use we actually get out of them, but I'm sure we'll use them plenty when it's Earth season. It's not Earth season now, but that doesn't matter. Anyways, we can just briefly review our summoning here. Overall, pretty solid. We ended up getting, of course, from our seasonal summons last episode, there's that, but this episode, we get 2 Celos, one was sparked, of course, but we also got Ophelia and Triandra. So, what was that? So it's like 193 orbs or something. Pretty okay value. 4 or 5 stars. Focus 5 stars. Just under 50 orbs of 5-star. Not bad value. Of course, as we've seen with our super gigamass summonings on Legendary and Mythic Heroes banners, that's usually where we end up. It's usually somewhere between 40 to 60 orbs of 5-star, depending on how lucky we get, so not bad, not bad. But anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. As always, this is ETH Dragon, and hope to see you all next time. Bye!